So today, I want to do a comparison between both ARB compressor systems that we have. In the F250, we're running the dual compressor with a 9-litre air tank, all braided lines with dual ports on each side for easy access. In the Ranger Raptor, we're running the single ARB compressor with a 4-litre ARB tank with the braided lines, and we've also ran both dual ports on each side step. So today I want to see how fast the dual goes against the single to pump up one of these 35-inch tyres on the Ranger Raptor. So with the compressors that I've owned over the years, they've pretty much always been ARB. It's the only kind of brand that I've ever chosen because I've had really good reliability out of them and never really had an issue. I've even used them for work and stuff like that. So I have had one dual compressor that did fail, but that thing was working hard all the time in a truck. And it was probably 3 years old before it finally did the rings and the piston. But got it rebuilt and yeah, still going strong now, another 12 months on. So these compressors aren't just for people that go off-road. Even if you've just got your normal sedan vehicle and you travel remote, carry a compressor with you. Even if you're not remote, I'd still always have one in my vehicle. They're so handy, because if you come into a bad spot where you've tyres been let down and you've got a puncture, and then you go to change it with your spare, then you find out your spare's flat too, then what are you going to do? If you're in the middle of nowhere and you're like 2 or 3 hours from someone, or NRMA, or side-by-side road service, or whatever, you want to be self-sufficient. And for the small cost that a compressor, even if it's not an ARB one, just have that and a puncture kit in your vehicle. And the puncture kit is another thing I'm going to get to in another video, so stay tuned for that. But today we're going to go over the compressors that I've got in the F250 and the Raptor. I'm going to show you where we've mounted them, and then we're going to do a comparison on the dual compressor versus the single, how fast it can inflate one of the 35s from, we'll probably go down to about 5 or 10 psi in the 35s on the Raptor, and then we'll inflate it with the dual compressor, and then we'll do it with a single compressor. And yeah, we'll see how much faster the dual is with the size tank that I've got, remember, because I'm not running the 4-litre tank. Dual compressor, bigger volume. I wanted a bigger tank to help blow these 37s up as fast as possible when I'm coming off the beach and things like that. Righto, so mounting. If you're going to mount one of these compressors, highly recommend always mounting your compressor inside the vehicle. Don't ever mount your compressor or something like that in your canopy. As you can see, I've got my canopy off. Don't ever mount it to a section of the vehicle that's either removable, unless it's a portable compressor, obviously, but I always want it in the vehicle, away from dust, away from water, away from the elements, to keep it safe and secure. So that way I know I can rely on the compressor unless something internally fails in the compressor, which is very, very rare for an ARB compressor. I know that I'm giving it the best chance and the best performance possible. So underneath the F250, I've got this 9-litre aluminium air tank. It's got bungs on each end, and also it's got a drain tap at the bottom, just for condensation and stuff like that builds up inside the tank. I can drain that out. But having a larger capacity is going to help you inflate those tyres even quicker. So coming around to the driver's side of the F250, I have a canvas Bush Company bag here, clear top, and what I have in this is basically all the air lines and things that I need for the compressor. So they're nice, they're secure, they're in a bag, they're protected. So we'll just grab out one air line. I've also got an air blower down there. So you've probably seen in one of my last videos I did on the Raptor's compressor system, saying that every 4-wheel drive should have this standard. It's the same system here that I've got on the F truck. So quick connect here on both sides of the vehicle for pumping up tyres. Easy to get to, easy access. Got these nice little rubbers that cover that from dust and dirt, debris, water, those sorts of things. So now we've got the F250 set up, ready to go. We've just got to obviously turn the truck on, turn the compressor on and fill it up with air. We'll now move to the Raptor and I'll show you where the Raptors is mounted, and then we'll also do the same, get it all pumped up, ready to go. Then we'll start deflating tyres. So in the Raptor it's a little bit different. We've got the compressor mounted here underneath the bonnet. So this is where I had mine in my Ranger as well. Same location, just there near the firewall. So, and then under the rear seat of the Raptor, we've got a puncture kit over there, tool kit. Also got our straps, and then we keep the pump up kit just under here in the under the rear seat. So switching with the Raptor, we have here on the Light Force fascia panel, got the compressor just there, and then in the big F truck you have these switches here. So that's for the compressor, that's for my light bar on the front, that's for the side lights, and aux 4 isn't hooked up yet. So we're just going to grab out the ARB tyre deflator and we'll start letting down the Raptor's 35s. This is the ARB Quickie Deflator or Quick Deflator or Ease Deflator or whatever you want to call it. So many different brands on the market. I would highly suggest to get the ARB one. I've used a few of the cheaper brands and they're just not, I don't know, they just don't feel as refined as what the ARB's does. That's why I love those fittings, guys. So easy, so quick, and you're ready to go. Okay, so I got my phone there ready to go with the timer. Got the airline ready to go. Compressor and the 4 litre tank is fully charged. So we'll go ahead now and put that on, and we'll start. So there we have it, 40 PSI at 337. So just because we can and we're here, let's see how fast the actual easy deflator deflates it back down to 40, and then we're going to pump it back up with the F250 system. So screw that back on the valve stem. We'll just hit reset here, and now we'll go. We'll undo this, let the stem out of the valve out, ready to go, start. So we're looking at about, we've just gone past it, we've gone down to 9 PSI, but I'd say, yeah, about a minute 10 between when I stopped it to when I stopped the button, a few seconds. So yeah, about a minute 10. Alright, so we're going to remove the airline from the Raptor, and we're going to bring it over and going to plug it into the F250. We'll go around and turn the F250 on. So we'll let it build up pressure. It's now charging that 9 litre air tank under the tray. Okay, the F250 is fully charged air system. So let's go now and we'll hit start. Put that on the valve, start. You can notice instantly how much more air is coming out of the system compared to the single compressor. So there we have it. Around 212 between when I stopped airing up and I stopped the timer. So there definitely is an advantage with the dual compressor, 100%, and I do think it's worth the extra money. So it doesn't just have to be pumping up your tyres with a compressor. I've got this air fitting here. I can also blow the dust out of my vehicle if I'm traveling. If you're someone that goes to sport all the time, you get the pump up kit from ARB. You can also pump up soccer balls, things like that. And then you've also got inflatable mattresses, you can pump them up as well. So there's so much versatility with having a compressor that I just think for how much you can buy them for these days, even if it's not ARB, they're worth to have in either your off-road vehicle or in your sedan, just for the sake of having one for those odd occasions you may need it. So I definitely think that the dual compressor is worth its money, worth it a little bit extra. But if you're going to get it, then get a bigger tank. Tanks are cheap, you can get them online. The aluminium tanks, they're not expensive at all. So you don't have to get the ARB tank, but definitely worth just getting a bigger tank. If you're going to go a bigger compressor, you might as well go the bigger tank. So, but yeah, so hope that has helped you guys in deciding if you want the single or if you want the dual. But based on those stats of the numbers, like I can calculate it for you, but I'm pretty sure you can probably add it up that it's twice as fast to have the double compressor with the bigger tank. So this isn't a comparison right on technical data and all this sort of stuff. It's just based on what we have fitted to each vehicle and how much faster it is. So dual compressor, 9 litre tank versus single compressor, 4 litre tank, and it is twice as fast. So yeah, you can make up your own mind now, but we're here in isolation trying to make more content for you to watch while you're hanging out at home. And yeah, got heaps more videos coming, so I'm going to do some more videos tomorrow and I'll be pumping them out. And right now I've got to go and mow the lawn before I get yelled at. She's Mrs. on the whippersnipper, good girl, taught well. Righto guys, so I hope that's helped you out today. Stay safe, keep your family safe, and yeah, all that good stuff. Stay home. Use this time around home to go through your camping gear, sort your four-wheel drive out, even sort your house out. Just use this downtime to actually get things done that you don't normally get done or you keep putting off, and that's what we're doing. So we're mowing lawns, we're cleaning the shed, we're doing all that good stuff. So yeah, use this time wisely while we've got it. And yeah, I kind of need this time at home anyway, so it's very handy. Anyway guys, I'm going to go mow the lawn now, so I'll catch you in the next video. See yous.